Welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about going to Ghana in 2025. I am going to update you on the requirements from America to Ghana. Okay? So the first thing that we Americans need is a passport. You need your passport to get into Ghana. In addition to your passport, your passport has to be signed, because I just recently signed mine. Your passport has to be signed, and it cannot be expired within 6 months of arriving in Ghana. So make sure you look at the dates and make sure you will not be expiring within 66 months. So if you are expiring within 6 months, then you need to renew your passport before you go so you don't run into any issues. Don't chance it. Just do it, okay? I'm trying to get you there with no issues. The other thing that you will need is your visa. Now, you could apply for your visa at the Ghana Embassy in Washington, D.C., or you could apply at the Ghana Embassy in New York City. But whatever you do, make sure you expedite it so you don't have any problems getting your passport back and your visa in time for your flight. Yes. Now, in order to submit your application for your visa, you must already have your flight information, because they will ask you that on the form. You have to have your flight information before you apply for your visa. And they want to know where you are staying too. So have that information. Now, you are asking if you could do an on-arrival visa in Ghana. Well, I know during the month of December, they are letting people do it. And I also believe they're doing a no visa, just come on in. But the other months, if you could do an on-arrival visa, if you booked your trip with a tour guide group, a travel agency, then you could talk about that with that person. And they could make the arrangements for you. It's extra money, so you could do it on arrival. That's what I did, because I didn't trust it. When I went back in 2023, the Ghana Embassy in Washington, D.C. was messing up a lot of people's trip because they wasn't answering the phone, they wasn't writing you, they wasn't responding to emails, so a lot of people did not get their visa back in time. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. So anyway, when you do submit it, expedite it and track it. One thing that you will need is your passport. You need a passport to get into Ghana. The second thing that you will need is your visa. You will need your visa. You could get your visa from the embassy in Washington, or the embassy in New York City. And you have to have your flight information before you could submit your visa. It have to go with it, okay? So you have to submit your passport to send it in to either Washington Embassy or New York Embassy. They will do all of the paperwork and they will send it back. Now, if I was you, I would expedite it. Send it expedite so you don't have any problems. And as far as your passport is concerned, you have to have at least 6 months from the date that you arrived in Ghana left on your passport, or you might not get in. So let's not play around with it. And also too, on the inside, even myself, some people forget to sign their passport, so sign it. Sign it before you get to the airport if it's not signed. And if you don't have the 6 months because you was unaware, just go and get a new passport because you don't want to chance it. You are going that far, you might as well have it and have it right, okay? The other thing that you will need is your yellow fever shot. And once you get your yellow fever shot, then they will give you a yellow fever card with all of your information inside. Now, where I got my yellow fever shot, I went to my state, Passport Health. Every state in the United States have a Passport Health office where you can get all of your shots. Whatever shots you need, they have it for a fee. My yellow fever shot cost me $225, and the office fee, which is separate from the yellow fever shot, was $120. But every state is different, and the fee is different. The shots aren't different, just the fee. So you can either call up your Passport Health or go in for a visit and get their price list, or you can get it over the phone, or you can get it online. But you definitely want to make your appointment, and the yellow fever shot has to be within 10 days of you flying out. And once you get your shot, it is good for a lifetime. That's new. So, yeah, it is good for a lifetime after 2015. If you got a yellow fever shot prior to 2015, that one only lasts for 10 years. So if it's beyond 10 years, then you must go get another yellow fever shot. And that one, as long as it's stamped after 2015, that one will last a lifetime. So you're covered. And also, too, at the Passport Health, you could get your hepatitis A shot, B shot, tetra shot. When I went to get my yellow fever shot, I also updated my tetra shot, and I was already covered for my hepatitis A and B. Because I travel a lot, so I like to update all of my shots so I don't get sick, eating and drinking that stuff. You just want to be covered, okay? So let's backtrack. 1, you need a passport. 2, you need a visa. 3, you need a yellow fever shot. And 4, you need your COVID certificate. For those of you who got both of your COVID shots and you are fully covered, then you are good. For those of you who did not get a COVID shot, then you have to take a PCR test within 48 hours. It's no longer 72 hours as my last video done 2 years ago. That's why I'm updating you. You will need your COVID shot, not your COVID shot. Scratch that. You will need your PCR test within 48 hours of landing in Ghana. They will look for it. And once you get to Ghana, they're going to test you again. Some people get tested, some people don't. It all depends how the TSA feels. If they're having a busy day, they might let everybody just go and look at their card showing they got their 48-hour PCR test and it was negative. But if they're in a crummy, mood, they're going to send you to the office and take another PCR test. So just be prepared, okay? Did I hear somebody ask, do they do on-arrival visas? Well, if you have a tour guide or if you went through a tour company, some of them will hook it up for you, but you have to pay an extra fee. Mine cost $250 because I didn't want to send my passport to Washington, because the last time that I went, which was in 2023, Washington Embassy was not responding in time. And a lot of people missed their trip because of Washington not picking up the phone, not responding, and not submitting people's paperwork back in time, even though they sent it expedited. So, so it's up to you, but they have gotten better, so I think you're good now. Oh, and another little trick that you could do, because I did it for my friend. She lived in Richmond, Virginia, and their cost for their yellow fever shot was higher. So I told her to go to the next state, right? Because we all live in between two states. So you go to your next state, you go to your next county and see what they are charging. By her doing so, she saved $800. So if you feel your particular county is too high, call the next county, call the next state. After your yellow fever shot, while you're at your passport health, they will also give you a prescription for your malaria pills. Or you could go to your PCP and they will give you a prescription for your malaria pills. And your malaria pills, you're supposed to start taking it 2 weeks prior to leaving, two weeks while you're there in Africa, and 2 weeks when you come back home. So you get 6 pills and you got to start taking it before you even leave. So make sure you do it because you don't want to catch anything. I mean, if you could prevent from catching something, why not? Now let me tell y'all something that almost got me stuck right here where I live. I booked my flight through Delta Airlines. Now when you book your flight through Delta, paying with a credit card, when you get up there to do your passport stuff, they will ask you for the credit card that you use to book the flight. And guess who didn't have it? Me, because my card was fraudulently used. So I got a new card. I got a replacement card. But they didn't care. They didn't care about that new card, which was the replacement card. So I don't see what the problem is. But fortunately, I remember my passcode for my bank account. And I pulled up my statement proving that I used this credit card on this day for all of these people who was coming with me to Ghana. And thank God they accepted it. So if you booked your flight with Delta, make sure you bring that credit card. And if you don't have that credit card because of some sort of fraudulent use, and now you got another card, make sure you bring the bank statements or readily have it on your phone. Because if you don't have it, you're not going. Because Delta been hit with so many fraudulent charges that they are not playing any games. They are not playing any games. You show them that you are the owner of this credit card and you get through. If you can't prove it, you're not going anywhere. And one lady online, on the line in front of me or behind me, she did not have that credit card. And no matter that she started crying, they didn't care. She wasn't getting on. And she lived in Manhattan. JFK is in Queens. So in order for her to go, she had to go back home. She had a little bit of time, but it would have been pushing it. So I'm not sure what happened with her, but I was very thankful that I was able to pull mine up on my bank statements. So please bring that credit card with you. Even if it expired, bring it, because it shows the number. It shows your name. It's proof that you have it. And one more thing. If you're going to bring cash to exchange over there, bring $100 bills. Bring $100 bills, you will get a better rate. But if you want to give money away to, the kids or women or people who you want to help, then bring smaller bills. Bring dollars, $5, $10. But for the exchange rate, bring $100. And they can't be marked up. They can't be chipped on the corners. They can't be written on, because they will not accept it. Bring good, fresh, healthy $100 bills. Go to the bank, examine your bills, and make sure you have no flaws. Okay? So, that's what I'm telling you. I'm trying to make your trip as smooth as possible. So, before I get off this video for tonight, letting you know how to get into Ghana from the USA without any problems. One, you need your passport, right? So you need your passport. Your passport has to be signed. Your passport has to be signed on the second page. Then you need your visa. So make sure you have your visa. You also need your yellow fever shot and proof that you have it, which is this card, and it will last for a lifetime. Then you also need your CDC card. This card is letting them know that you got both shots. Some people got a booster as well, which is all good. And you bring that. And if you don't have your shots, you are good. You can still come, but you must do a PCR test within 48 hours. And bring your result. You have to bring your results of your PCR test. And you're all good. All right, so have a fabulous trip. If you want to check out some stuff, check out my playlist on Ghana, and you will see some things that I did when I was there back in 2023. And if you are African American, make sure you get your name. Go to a naming ceremony and get your African name. Okay? All right. Talk to you later. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.